Congratulations on your record with ATL's Jacob. I listened to it. It goes hard. It goes hard. Talk to me a little bit about the inspiration behind it and what got y'all in the studio with him.
Well, the inspiration behind the record was basically just giving, like, I've always loved the song I Don't Like by Chief Keef, but it was more so directed towards stuff that guys do that other guys didn't like. So I was like, we do not have a song that's talking about what females do that other females don't with, like, that we don't like. So I was like, we need to make that record.
So it was a vibe.
So that's the inspiration and idea where it came about, and we just, called out all the type of stuff that females do that we just not too fond of.
Like to post and delete, and I hated post and delete. You're gonna post something stand on me.
Oh, I mean, if y'all want to get into it early, we can get into it early because y'all taking it there, child. Y'all taking it there. I wasn't gonna go there so early.
Look at you. That was a comment.
I wasn't gonna go there so early, but since y'all want to take it there, no. But seriously, there was a lot of comments around the record, kind of thinking that the record where it was taking shots at, maybe other female artists or maybe people that y'all have gotten into it with online and things like that. So I want y'all to kind of address
if the wig fit the head, then
if the wig fit the head, I mean, enough said for me.
Oh my God.
Girl, you were shot. Yeah.
Because I just feel like if you don't, you shouldn't be on my shit anyway. So it's just like, you shouldn't be fishing for me to say something about you. Do that make sense? Because I'm not checking for nobody that don't like me. I'm not on their stuff. I'm not watching their stuff. So if they are throwing shots, I'm not even looking for them. I don't care.
Right. I mean, the only way we know about anything anybody says is if the fans bring it to us. We don't go and lurk in on nobody's shit ever.
So when they bring it to y'all, what is the feeling behind that? Because there have been a couple of instances where you guys have, had a little back and forth with a couple of people, OMG Girlz in particular. But it was a little something. It was a little something. I'm gonna take that back. It was a little while ago when people were bringing up this versus situation, and y'all kind of had a little comment back and forth about who would take the win in the verses and, where you guys stand in the music industry and how y'all, deserve your flowers and things like that. So when the fans bring those comments to you or when you guys engage in those types of things, what is the feeling behind that? Because I kind of get that you guys are just like defending your honor at that point.
I don't be feeling no type of way because I always say we are our biggest supporters, our biggest cheerleaders. So I really don't care what somebody else got to say about it. If I feel how I feel, nobody in the comments can change how I feel. Nobody can change how I feel. If I feel like I'm the baddest, that's what it is. If I feel like I make good music, that's what it is. If I feel like my song go number one, that's what it is. And I feel like everybody had to have that type of confidence, especially in what we do, So I don't be talking.
I mean, yeah, and a lot of the times, when it comes to somebody giving us flowers, success is our flowers. Like, we're living fine, rent, mortgage paid, everything paid, cars paid. We're living comfortable. That's my, you know what I'm saying, my security on me being successful. Like, I don't need nobody to tell me, hey, y'all would win versus or y'all would do this. We already winning.
And my getting flowers every day, so I ain't tripping on what they talking about.
Period. But I noticed that y'all haven't really changed much. And when I say that, I don't mean to cause any offense, but I mean that you guys stand by your message. Y'all stand by popping your shit on a track. That's what y'all always gonna do. That's what y'all been doing, and that's how you're doing it now. But in there's been growth there. So talk to me about the journey of like staying true to your message and who you guys are, but also growing and making new music, new tracks, elevated tracks, working with new people.
Well, a part of us really staying true to who we are, and it shows through our, artistry, is because before, when we were signed to our label, they tried to change us.
Mhm.
And we were just so like sure that what we were doing was it, and they was trying to convince us that we needed to go another route. So we detoured from what we was doing that was getting us all of those millions and millions of views to try to go and, you know, do something else that somebody else was telling us to do. And it didn't turn out how we wanted it to turn out, or how everyone thought
it really
was going to turn out.
Kind of slowed down what we was already doing. So it just pretty much put us in a place where we like, we gotta listen to us. This is our career.
Like having all of them inputs, all of them thoughts.
Too many people.
Like, like you just have to do you and trust and believe that what you're doing is good. You get what I mean?
I mean, because essentially what got us here is us. You know what I'm saying? The grind, the work, our father, our mom, helping and instilling and doing what they can do to add to what we have going on. So us being able to just stay true to ourselves, us just being able to be like, hey, this is what we think we need to do. This is me. As long as me and Ty are on the same page, and then we talk to our pops, who's our manager, we talk to him like, hey, this is what we think we need to do. This is what we think is going to work. And as long as our core team is on board, then we move. Hairstylists, makeup artists, style, everybody. As long as once we get one objective, we move in that and we execute it and try to do it to the best of our ability. And we're still independent, still moving around, still doing us.
And you guys plan on staying independent?
It
just depends, but I mean, I like seeing my money. Like, I feel like when you with a label, you don't really see your money for like a long time only unless it's in shows or something like that. But when you independent, you see all the money from your streams. I don't get you listen to that song one time, I'm getting paid.
So what do you feel like it would take for y'all to finally say y'all will sign again?
Well, see, now, before we was broke, so we needed label money. So we have our own funding now. So if we was to sign to a label, it wouldn't really be for funding. It would just be more for the resources and the distribution. Really wouldn't be for them trying to just throw a check at us to own all of our stuff.
Right, like if we would have known back then, like most people usually take those deals and they get these big advances and stuff like that. We probably would have like, you know, at the time when we were, you know, like she said, we didn't have the most money in the world, but if we would have had a conversation with our younger self, I would probably like leave them advance right there.
Yeah.
Keep doing what y'all doing so that when that money start coming in, y'all continue to see money, because once we got the big advance, it was like, okay, damn, we gotta live off this little advance until we done paid back everything. They done put music videos and, you know, the labels, they run up a bag.
Yeah, and if artists isn't in tune with the business, like a lot of managers always try to tell artists, don't worry about the business, you just be the artist.
Worry about the business.
For real, because these folks you might have a $2-3 million deal or whatever, and not even see none of that because they're saying, oh, it's going into this, it's going into that.
Yeah, because like for our Still a Man music video, they spent like $100,000 on that video. What the $100,000 video?
Oh, wow.
You know, do you feel like it was a lot? I know it was like
I thought it was like 200,000.
Maybe, but it was a lot.
Do y'all feel like and it was to the point where they was paying people that came for free.
Right, they ain't want to be paid. They just was coming to support.
Yeah, just trying to spend money, like just so they could run that tab and be like, oh, the video was $300,000. And I'm like, huh?
You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people don't know about, you know, doing audits and stuff on the label, like, you know, studio sessions was expensive. It just was a lot. So that's what made us get our own studio, start, you know, owning our own studio so we can record when we want to record and have people pull up when we want to pull up. We ain't got nobody on our shoulder like, hey, this engineering gonna be $400 or $500 an hour, because that's what they'll do quick. So
really you go get Tim
for $30. And he gonna do just the same as $500. Like they be playing